features, but we have some information on some humongous leaks that the Silph Road actually found. If you guys do not know who that is or who they are, make sure to look them up on Twitter or look up their website or their Reddit posts. They are the guys behind the code, finding all of these brand new leaks, one of which is absolutely enormous that we're gonna be focusing on in today's video. And this new leak is, drumroll please, Ditto. Timeout in breaking news. Just 5 minutes ago, the Silph Road actually posted another thing. It says, Ditto now has its signature move, Transform, let the hunt begin. Let me read this. It says, version 0.47.1 of Pokemon Go brought several client-side changes, which we explored in our data mine a few days ago. Ditto received some necessary animations and interactions therein, but one thing was missing. Ditto's signature move, Transform, had not been assigned to it on the server side. So basically, Ditto was in the code, but his actual move, his signature move, was not there. A short while ago, like minutes ago, however, the Silph Road research group discovered that, that was a weird, I said that, so research group discovered that Ditto has now been officially assigned the Transform move in the brand new server-side game settings. This means, travelers, that the hunt is officially on. I don't know if this means that Ditto is actually right now in the game. I'm gonna explain further in about 10 seconds, but I just read that right now, and everything you're about to watch after this has been recorded previous to this clip. So when I'm talking about Ditto 15 seconds from now, I did not know about this information. So this is mind-blowing. Ditto might actually be in the game like right now. We not only found Ditto, we already did that, right? Like the code people, focus on my face. The Silph Roaders already found Ditto in the code, like what was this, like 2 weeks ago? So that's not new news. But Ditto is now possibly catchable, which is just insane news. So again, we're gonna read through this article, and then the second half of the video is going to be going over basically the new updates that dropped today, which are very important. We need to talk about them, but not as important as this leak right here. So let's start. We've got Ditto is coming very soon. So a new code was basically discovered. The first time we found a code for Ditto was like actually discovering that he was in the game. Now we're discovering some crazy code stuff happening right here, and I'll read this. Ditto appears to be able to be encounterable in the wild, meaning you can find, well, like in the code, the feature, as they say in the article, the feature is not like, it could possibly not be enabled. So obviously nobody's finding Ditto right now, but if you have found Ditto, send a screenshot to my Twitter, or yeah, seriously, tweet me if you have found Ditto, because that's big news. But no one's found Ditto yet, but Ditto is apparently discoverable, just not enabled. So he's in the game. Ditto is literally in the game right now. Ditto appears to be able to use for battle, so he can be used in gyms right now. Sounds for Ditto have been added. A background graphic for Ditto has appeared, and a small spotlight graphic has appeared for Ditto that may indicate a different appearance either on the map or elsewhere. So basically, Ditto is pretty much, from what we can see in the code, in the game right now, which is absolutely, that's just super exciting. So what I'm thinking is that is the Thanksgiving update, which we're going to talk about today, is it going to be just what they have already announced, or is Ditto coming out for Thanksgiving, or is Ditto going to be the Christmas update? Either way, I guarantee we will have Ditto by the end of 2017, and that's huge news, but that's not even it. That's not even like the biggest part of this. Okay, it was probably the biggest part of this, but there's also some fun stuff in here too. Apparently there are some new sponsors for Pokemon Go. I did not see Starbucks on this list, so our last possible leak might be fake, might be real. It's looking pretty fake, because again, there's no Starbucks here. There have been some tweaks to the new nearby tracker. You guys can read through that if you want. Basically, they're just, kind of improving it here and there, so they are still working on the tracker and making sure that it's gonna be good when it launches globally, because right now it is in the Bay Area. At my house, I have the tracker right now. I can show you guys, and it's in Arizona and Washington as well. So it's like, it's out, they're testing it more than just San Francisco, but it's not for the entire world to have yet. So they're doing more testing and whatnot to probably get it out hopefully by 2017, but they have, and they did say in the article as well, that some areas might not even get the tracker, because if you do not have Pokestops in an area, then the tracker just doesn't work. And here we are with one of the biggest pieces of this article, minus Ditto, something ... shiny. Does this mean that the clickbaiters have been right all along? Shiny Pokemon are now discoverable. Well, they're not now discoverable, but like they're in the code. Shiny Pokemon might be in the code of the game. We're gonna read through most of this and then talk about it, but the clickbaiters might be onto something. All right, here we go. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves as we're working with the crumbs, travelers, but for the first time, the phrase shiny and rare have appeared in the APK. It is a new audio file that plays when a wild Pokemon is captured that is deemed rare by the game, which means it just sounds a little bit more like, yeah, see how you did it, rather than good job. Because, that was a significant difference between the two tones there. Finally, there's a decent amount of new code segregating Pokemon's materials into default and shiny materials. Materials, for those unfamiliar with game development, are specifications for how surfaces appear, reflect, basically how it looks. If it's true that shiny material has been introduced, it is possible that tinted versions of Pokemon may begin appearing. And actually, we have seen this, and this is already in the game. If you kill off a Pokemon and you go to place your Pokemon in gym, or like if one of your Pokemon is like either dead or super low in health and you go to, like I said, place a Pokemon in a gym, it actually will show a tinted version of that Pokemon. So we have seen this in the game before. That was in, I think, yesterday's video. If you guys want to go check that out and see that for yourself, you can go check that video out. However, there are currently no new Pokemon sprites for the Pokedex sightings nearby tracker nor anywhere else in the game. We might have expected to see alternate shiny sprites in this update if shines or shinies were truly going to become part of the collecting game. So basically, the term shiny has been put into the game and the term rare has been put in the game, and it's being used a little bit more in the APK, but that does not mean that shiny Pokemon are here. But it does hint at the possibility that shiny Pokemon could be in the near future. Although they're not in the game code. So Gen 2 is definitely near future. Ditto is coming within the next month and a half. So shiny Pokemon are probably gonna be a little bit later. Also, there's been a combat tweak, and that's just kind of, that's not really super as important as everything else. But like, okay, hold on, let's recap here. Ditto is not only in the game code, Ditto is in the game. Ditto is here. He is capturable, but just not enabled, if that makes sense. You can literally, like, we will be able to catch Ditto very soon here. Either they're dropping him for Thanksgiving or they're dropping him for the December 7th possible leak from Starbucks. So either way, we are gonna have Ditto within the next month and a half, 2 months, and we will definitely have him before 2017, and that's amazing. And also, shiny Pokemon have been hinted at. I mean, we see the word shiny, we see the word rare, but we don't know if it's actually coming. But that's a possibility too, and I mean, the tracker's being fixed, and the 2 new update features that dropped today are also extremely humongous. So, I actually made a video earlier this morning talking about those 2 new features coming out, and now making this video because this leak is much more important than the new features. But let's go over to, it's basically, this is like video number 2 of the day in the same we're gonna go check out the new features for the update that came out today.
What is up, everybody? Mystic7 here. I am not wearing any pants right now, and we have some pretty exciting news, and it's not me not wearing pants. We got this tweet right here from Pokemon Go saying, "Trainers, join us in our celebration, thanking you." And as you can see in the picture they attached, we have a Squirtle, we have a Bulbasaur, and we have a Charmander. So we got the starters chilling there. And if we click on the link and go to their post right here, we have a celebration to thank you. Trainers, it has been an incredible experience since we first launched Pokemon Go a few short months ago in July. We are passionate about creating experiences that encourage exploration and promote exercise. That was a lot of ease in that sentence. We are humbled that hundreds of millions of you around the world have joined us on this journey. So we would like to say thank you, and what better way to say thank you than to celebrate our community. So starting November 23rd at, I don't know what the hell that means, 00.00 UTC, and going through November 30th, again, no clue, we will double the amount of XP and Stardust you receive when completing in-game actions. I read this tweet completely wrong. When I read this for the first time, I was like, oh, you get double XP and double candy for catching starters. That's not what this says. That's not a thing. Mind you, I just woke up 15 minutes ago. I've got a flight in about 2.5 hours, and I literally just learned about this event as I woke up, and I was like, oh, I gotta make a video now. So that's what we're talking about, and that's why I got so confused. Yeah, I saw the screenshot, and I read half this thing, and I was like, okay, so it's a starter event. It is not a starter event. This is awesome. Let me read this one more time. We will double the amount of XP and Stardust you receive when completing in-game actions. So that is like, is that everything? Do you get double? Is an in-game action technically is this gonna be a big ass double XP? How many days is this? This is 7 days of possible double XP and Stardust, double Stardust. That's humongous. There's no way that I feel like, so every action you do is an in-game action. So catching a Pokemon, evolving, transferring, everything like that. Transferring to this candy, this doesn't affect transferring. Everything you do in-game except for transferring is going to give you double XP and double Stardust. So that means, again, that means catching. I already said this. I do not need to be repeating this. What is today? Hold on one second. I don't even know the date for today. Today is Monday, November 21st. Ooh, so this event will start when I'm back in the Bay Area. Yeah, so I'm actually flying back to the Bay Area in 2.5 hours, and I'll be making a lot of double XP grind videos from there. Now we have to go to San Francisco, so we definitely will be back in San Francisco for this event because this is going to be nuts. We are for sure hitting level 30 this week. Hold on, let me go back to the game. Yeah, as you can see, we are level 29, as you guys all know, and we have 77,000 out of 350,000 XP, so we still have like around around 300,000 XP to go, or a little bit like 20. You know what I mean. We've got a long way until we're level 30. But if we're doing double XP, we're doing egg sessions in, I almost said New York. I don't know how I said that. Egg sessions in San Francisco, and I'm saving up I'm walking my Pidgey so that I got my Pidgey candy going up. We've got, what, 198, so just catching every Pidgey I find. We are literally going to get to level 30 within the first couple days of this freaking event if we grind hard enough. And also, if we go into the Pokemon and we check out, let's say, the Machamp, we have a total of 882,000 Stardust, which, wow, Clash of Clans. Okay, as I was trying to say before Clash of Clans popped up and ended my recording, we have 882,000 Stardust, which means by the end of this event, we should be able to work our way all the way up, hopefully, or at least close to 1 million. I know that like 120,000 Stardust is a lot of Stardust to get, but if we're non-stop catching for several days straight, we definitely should get something close to it. So we're going to be shooting for the end of this event. Our goal for the end of this event is level 30 and 1 million Stardust. Now, let me know down in the comments what your guys' goals are, if you guys are trying to reach a certain level or a certain Stardust amount, which I'm not really sure if anybody is, because nobody really saves Stardust anymore. It's more like everybody spends it. But really, honestly, you should save until level 30 because that's when you get the max CP of Pokemon. But not everyone's going to grind to level 30 because that is a bitch, let me tell you. But if you guys got a goal for this update, because it is going to be insane, we got double XP. Wait a minute, I called double XP. Hold on, I said, okay, I did say for the Christmas event there'd be double XP, but I did say that there would be double XP coming up pretty soon here, possibly. And I was right. So we got double XP and double Stardust. Now, although this event news is obviously really, really good, because who does not want double XP and double Stardust? This is kind of, it's good and bad. It's great because this event is just flat out awesome. I mean, you got double XP, you've got double Stardust. This is going to be a really, really great week for Pokemon Go, but now it's not good because this destroys any of the possibilities of Ditto or Generation 2 dropping for the Thanksgiving update, which is like, it's kind of like an, damn it, you know, but at the same time, it's like you can't be mad because we were not expecting it for Thanksgiving. I still am predicting next month, December, and I don't think that, you know, a Thanksgiving drop. Thanksgiving isn't a big enough of, obviously, it's like it's not a freaking worldwide holiday. It's not big enough of a holiday to go and drop Generation 2, so that's probably why they didn't do it for Thanksgiving. Now, if it was as big as Christmas is, then they would have dropped it, but they're going to wait. I guarantee it's going to drop December, or they're just going to do another special event. But like, I mean, you got double candy, and then you've got rare Ghastly and Gengar and Hypno spawns for Halloween, and then Thanksgiving you have a double XP and double Stardust event. So if you do not want to be repetitive and you don't want to, you know, repeat the same crap over and over again, which is being repetitive, just said the same thing twice there. I have a knack for doing that. But if they do not want to be repetitive, I mean, I'm cool with having double candies during this Generation 2 event, but you already did the rare, like, you know, spawns, right? I guess they can do that with like Laprases and Jinx for Christmas, but that's not exciting. They can do double candy for the Halloween or Christmas event because double candy plus Generation 2 just makes sense, but they've got to drop Gen 2 now because you can't do another double XP, double Stardust event. That's BS. You can't do another double candy and then rare spawn event. That's BS. You've already done that. They've got to do something big, something new, because it is one of the biggest holidays of the year, and I'm saying Generation 2 is going to drop. So again, good and bad thing that we're getting this Thanksgiving event. Either way, I'm really happy about it. I mean, we get the double XP, we get the double Stardust. It's literally like the best event ever. Not the best event. Generation 2 is going to be the best event ever, but this is like a very second, or a very close second, because, I mean, who's going to argue with double XP and double Stardust? Raise your goddamn hand right now, boy. I will find you. Trust me. I won't. That was an empty threat. But yeah, I'm pretty juiced, as you could probably tell from all my energy. So that's me it for today, guys.